Okay, so okay, now we're going to take this to its logical conclusion. What we have here, obviously, is a load of parts that we need to move into this. So I'm just going to turn on uniform unlit. Everything looks bright and breezy. And I'm going to start with this. Start moving these into the right position. And get rid of the pieces where it's going to be coming in as well. Kind of hard to see depths, unfortunately, which is always a bit annoying, but there we are. Because the idea is that as this part comes in, we're going to obviously let's drag this through here. We're going to obviously clear a space so that we can make it come through. Okay. Now then, I'm just going to select, no, not you, you. Once I find the move handle. At which point this starts to kind of support itself, which is good and important. Now what I'm going to do is get this one and just move this across to just here, like that. Okay, and that obviously sinks into there in the middle part. Now we're going to have to do the same again over here, some more times than others. So with this one, for example. The idea is that going up these outer towers is going to give you an advantage over people who are in the central one just sniping away at you. However, in turn you've still got to make it up there, so and of course if you do manage to run all the way across, you can always drop down behind someone who's been sniping and blowing your head off on a regular basis. That's getting some much well needed revenge. There we go. So these are all sinking into the top of there, so that's absolutely nice. Absolutely nice, isn't that a great phrase? I probably meant absolutely fine, but you know, it's the same thing to me. Okay, let's start moving these across. As many as it is that we need. I'm going to do the ones that I'm going to have to move on a local axis shortly. I want to get these ones obviously out of the way first. Like that. Let's just reposition them a little bit. Maybe add some interesting falls to our death in between some of them. It's always good for a laugh, isn't it? There we go. Just increase the stretching between some of these a bit. I could just increase the scaling, but I don't like the idea of that. People aren't really going to notice these being overscaled. Well, you will, but, you know, normal people won't, is what I'm saying. Okay, and now this one. Yeah, I went there. I'm not sure where. Okay, bring this back. And again, same as before, just take these out. That way we're going to be able to go straight into this for fun and yucks. And I'm just going to play from here. Have a quick look, make sure I can get my head in. It's quite important, obviously. See the other bridges? God almighty. Bridges coming across, so that's cool. The heck's a brudge? It's like the movie, The Brudge. Okay, now over here. I'm doing this by local. You'll notice that it doesn't default reset when I'm doing this. Okay, so I'm just going to grab this and put that across to there. And again. And again. What I'm going to do is, you see, I'm going to have a platform on top of all of these once we actually reach the central part of this. Cunning as 4 weasels, incidentally, in a cardboard box marked "Danger, really cunning weasels." Although it's quite embarrassing that I'm kind of leaning forward because I can't really see what I'm doing very well. Story of my life, that is. Okay, over to there. And then over into there. And same as before, just stripping out the parts we're not using. Quite nice because we can now jump between the towers at certain points, as you can see over here. These ones are kind of meeting up. Now we do have these intersections going on here, which I'd rather not have. We might be able to shorten these down a little bit. To see if I can reduce the size a bit. 0.6. I'd rather they didn't smash into each other too much, you see. There, that's fine. And again over here, I can hear some terrible music going around in my head. I'm talking like real late 70s, early 80s croony terribleness. I wonder what the heck's brought that on. I've noticed the more I enjoy myself when I'm working, which I do more and more when I'm doing UDK, I have to admit, the more I hear awful music. Right. 0.6 again, so that we don't get this crossover. I can see it's still crossing over here, look. Let's make it 0.4. 0.5, there, that'll do. 0.56, there, even better. Symmetry's for wimps, yeah. Take that. Me. Incidentally, Take That was not the music I was listening to inside my own head. Thankfully. Okay. There we go. So these are all meeting up nicely here. So this means now we have some space to do some stuff in here. So what I'm going to do is not do that. Get my brush, wherever the heck it's gone. Let's see if we can find it, shall we? There he is, or she, or it. And I'm going to turn this into a cylinder, like so. And then I'm going to go into my front viewport, side viewport, and all the other important ones. So let's go down here. Change this from local to world. Just do a quick uniform scale. Because I'm going to want to knock some floors out, you see. So what I'm going to do is go over here, just where these parts are. Now you don't have to be too precise in how I do it. And then I can do CSG subtract, go back into here, and if I go in here now, you can see we have a floor that these things are kind of connecting onto, and a ceiling. Tremendous. And what I can also do at this point, which might be quite useful, is go to my top viewport again, just central this up a little bit. Bring it down in width just a little bit like that. Okay, and go over here to my geometry. Just grab this. And bring that up like that. Then just do another CSG subtract. And then just hide my brush. Okay, now we can go over here again. And if I just play from here, so I can have a bit of a look around. And oh lordy, look at that. Lovely. Really just what I wanted. Tee hee hee. And now we can start building stuff in here that these things are going to all go on top of. At the same time, remember what I said, we can drop down behind our sniper. Now we need to clean these pieces. So let's go down again. Because if we've left them out, these things are one-sided, not two-sided. Remember we had this discussion earlier. Quite an important discussion as well. So there we go. Alright, that's nice, I like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to make some more gantries as well that will go to the pieces that I'll have down here. Okay then, so for the time being, I know that was quite a short piece, but it was also quite an important piece. So I shall see you the next time we meet. And in the meantime, if you've been following along and you've got this far, congratulations, your UDK is probably crawling along, wondering why you're beating it so badly. Actually no, this is nothing, this is, let me think, about a quarter the size of the big test map with all the pipes, so you'll be fine, you'll be fine. Okay, TTFN.